My name is Elisa Martin. Welcome to this week's installment of Pathway Women's Devotions. Today we are going to be reading from one of my favorite books of the Bible, James. In James 5:7, it says, "Be patient, therefore, brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until it receives the early and the late rains." In verse 8, he goes on to say, "You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand." Patience is the ability to endure difficult circumstances. Patience is the level of endurance one can have before negativity. And I think what James is asking us is not just to get over and be done with our trial and suffering, but be willing to walk through it. Whatever we're going through, whatever it is that we're walking through, our suffering, to be willing to actually go through it. What is the motivation for our patience? What is the motivation for our strength? It's the same strength that motivated James and the early church on, the hope that we have in the return of Jesus. It says, "You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand." The Lord is at hand. These wrongs will be made right. Our hearts can be strong. Our core can be strong, and our hope can be secure because we know that all things will be made right. We can be strong in who we are, not just that Jesus is going to come, but that when he comes, everything will be made right again, and everything that's wrapped up into that. What an encouragement that is. And I hope that as you walk through trials and as you go through suffering, that you'll be willing to endure and that you'll be motivated because Jesus is coming back. Not only that, all things will be right again. Would you pray with me? Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for the women of Pathway. I thank you for all that they are and all that they're doing in the church. And right now I lift them up to you, Father. And I pray that as we are going through our trials and going through our suffering, that we will be willing to do that, and we would hold on to the hope that you have given us, that all things will be made right again, Father. Thank you so much for your promise that we can hold on to. Thank you so much for your encouragement. It is in your name that we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening to this week's Women's Devotion. Please share this with your friends and check out the Women of Pathway Facebook and Instagram pages for more questions to think about this week. Have a wonderful day.